It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go. Let's go. It's serious.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A give. This is Chubb.
Number 22.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Devin McCourty.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check 26.
Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check. Mike.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Here we go. Like 80.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Shutting defenders at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54.
Play action now. Cousins looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Balaj. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The tackle made
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
To Brandon.
33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Play action. Garoppolo going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Complete to
Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Line 54. Quit talking about it.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Hey, receiver. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Cousins now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kirk Cousins.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
5-yard line.
That's me, baby. Turn it up. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Chubb on the carry.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there. 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Balaj, the ball carrier. Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Pittsburgh.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
The Steeler first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Take over.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over first.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, Connor, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They have haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, that's complete. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Steelers 29, Bengals 7. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's McCoy. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
35-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Conner. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
On 1st down, it's Conner, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Conner. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
45-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And 7 at the 30-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get it up.
Hear your old ass, nigga. Hold on, I gotta turn this bitch up. Hold up. Third quarter. 29-7, man. To 7.
You up?
Yeah, I'm up, man. I win this game, I ain't got to win another game for the rest of the year. Yeah, cause this shit right here for the division. He in my division. Nigga with the Titans. You say you got the Titans?
No, yeah, I got it. Oh, that's shit.
Yeah. Well, say, did he beat the shit out of you? Bears and Bucks.
Huh?
Bears versus the Bucks. In the other league.
Yeah, I think he beat me, but that's not throwing all them interceptions. I wasn't playing close.
Oh, so what you saying now? You just saying now you gonna whoop his ass?
I'm gonna beat him.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna call him later.
You can call him now. I tell him to his motherfucking face.
Shit, he might be at home. Today Tuesday.
No, he got his van.
No, I know. I'm just. No, I'm saying he might be at home right now.
First I played against the Chiefs, man, that nigga ran for like, I think that nigga said he ran for 387 yards. But he still barely won. But you know what the nigga started doing? Because he told me, man, fuck this, you going too fast. That nigga
Two clock.
What he do? Nah, he didn't shoot clock, I don't think. He did. What did he do? Oh, he was doing onside kicks.
Shorten the field, so even if you scored, he still had time.
But I was going fast. But that nigga was running. But I was just running 4-4. 4-4 that something 8, something 6. I was just running that the whole game.
Man, these goddamn group chats be getting on my nerves, man.
Why?
I'm about to.
Why you got it muted?
I'm about to mute it again. You know they only be letting you mute it for like an hour or.
No, my shit on mute all the time. That's what you say. Now it'll still tag you.
Yeah.
But you ain't gotta sit there. Because this other league I'm in with these niggas from New Orleans, man, them niggas be having like 400 messages. They in there now with 1,000 messages. Finna start the whole league over. Some nigga was they call a nigga doing that XP shit.
I told you.
Changing the players' abilities. But I wonder, man, I don't think they gonna do nothing to that nigga with the rating. Bitch, they get the goddamn how much they need to. How much money do you need? And then this nigga done got caught cheating how many times? That's what I don't understand. What the fuck? Nigga, I learned how to make that receiver fall down last night. ain't gonna get to hit my niggas no more. I got something for your ass. I was hoping you would do with that game. What's your ass today too?
Yeah,
Call and tell Shell that, you motherfucker.
you can't beat me, you old ass fucker.
Okay, that's what you say. Your day comes, nigga. Matter of fact, I can show you that nigga.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna score 70 on you now, so you easy.
You're a lie. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you don't.
And you got cash app. I heard you talk about it.
I guess, nigga, you got me fucked up. I ain't gonna give my money away.
Well, then don't tell me you gonna bet something then, cause I know I'll score 70 on your ass.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't.
I'll put them 70 points up on your old ass.
Okay, let's see. You don't see, motherfucker. I hear you talking.
You too easy.
Like I said, I hear you talking. If I believe everything somebody else said, I'd never have no confidence with it. Guess what? I don't believe. You got to show me, buddy. Your pancake head ass. Oh, shit. Man, I'm trying to figure out who that player was that the Panthers got. I don't know who they had. Who was their receiver?
Robbie Anderson.
Got Robbie? I knew Robbie Anderson. Okay, they got the Samuel nigga, right?
Curtis Samuel, you knew that. DJ Moore.
Did they check out D.D. Westbrook?
We never had D.D. Westbrook.
I thought D.D. Westbrook played for them.
Jacksonville.
Curtis Samuel passed him. I know. Curtis. Man, maybe it was defense, nigga. I think it was. You know who's nice, nigga? They got them receivers from Green Bay standing up.
I got him on in Roy League.
I see you got him over there, and I'm gonna bust his ass when we play. You know we play each other, right?
Oh, okay.
And guess what? I went and got him yesterday.
What?
Another little fast ass back. Nigga, hey, nigga, you gonna give me a pick or something for this. Go check out this running back for the Giants. That nigga name, I think his name's Stone or something. Man, that nigga got like 96.
I tried to trade for a damn 95 speed wide receiver, the New York Jets guy. They will not trade him. He like Henry Ruggs.
Oh, I know who you talking about. He got 3 names.
Yeah.
I tried to get that nigga too.
I swear to God.
I know exactly.
They would not trade that bitch.
No, they ain't trading that hoe. Well, all you gotta do is, oh, nigga, damn. All you gotta do is do what them other niggas been doing.
Nah, I ain't getting booted because them niggas want to be cheaters.
Man, I know exactly who you talking about, boy. I know that. It's like, you were trying to get the morning trying to get that hoe. But I got that other little back. I got another little back named White. Who did I get him from? It was the Giants that had a nigga running fast as running back. Who was that other team? I don't know. I had to look at transactions, but I got it in there. That nigga gonna die, motherfucking Seahawks. That was the first year. That bitch told me he was gonna be ready. Be on. That bitch back. Nigga said was on there playing Dino last night. Dino bust his head, and next thing you know, that nigga signed off the check. He didn't say bye nothing.
Y'all niggas gotta quit being bullies, man.
I mean, but he don't talk shit while he's playing. He don't talk shit.
Yeah, he do. When he play me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it all depends on who he playing.
Well, he probably know how I am. He know if he started talking shit. I ain't gonna stop.
Right.
Say, man, okay, man, that's enough. Nigga, what you mean? It ain't enough till I say it's enough. You see, I was getting into it in that league you playing in now with myself niggas support.
Yeah, man. Oh, that little boy, I was gonna tell you, man, he got to be like 22, 23, man. He always arguing with people.
age, but I wasn't trying to, you know, that's what's wrong with niggas though. Motherfuckers will be telling them something to help them, and they think you're trying to put them down. I mean, if I do something, if I spell something wrong, if somebody says something, thank you. Shit. So
Now I know how to spell it next time.
Yeah. Niggas always take shit to heart. But that's these old millennial ass niggas. They sensitive in. Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen him arguing. He wasn't, I mean, I guess he wasn't really arguing. Nigga, I had to tell him, nigga, you can't tell me what the type on my phone. Nigga, you kicking me out when they say, don't do this. Nigga, this is my phone. I'll pay this to you.
Yeah, I won this motherfucker 36-7 game over.
Man, I don't know why I feel like that. I feel like my shit is slow motion.